Nettles are very, very common and everywhere this time of year. But did you know they're very beneficial for our horse's health? Join me and I'll tell you all about them. Hello and welcome back to the Naturally YouTube channel. I'm Marianne and I'm passionate about helping you heal your horse, mind, body and soul naturally. So today it's all about this amazing plant just here. This is Nettles. Now, did you know they're absolutely amazing, full of so much nutrients and so many elements which are so beneficial for our horse's health? So today I'm going to show you all about it, why you should be collecting them, how they benefit your horse, and how best to collect and store them over the winter for your horse's health throughout the year.
A while ago I did a short YouTube video about nettles, and here is a small clip from it.
They are an amazing plant full of bioactive compounds, as well as calcium, iron, vitamins A, C, D, E, F, K, P and vitamin B complexes. Most importantly, however, they contain chlorophyll. Chlorophyll is an amazing compound that is a blood detox, it heals wounds, it's great for the gut health.
So that's all well and good, but what does it all actually mean? In what situations will it benefit your horse most to offer them nettles? Let's have a look.
So the first one on that list was calcium. Now we all know that calcium is very good for bone structure, just as it is for us, it is for our horses as well. So a great one to give our youngsters as they're growing. But it's also very good for our older horses as well, and helping them with any osteoporosis or arthritis issues as well. Helps to reduce the appearance of stiffness and any shortened gait in trotting. So very good for our older horses as well as our youngsters. Now it's also a great idea to give your horse nettles if they have a heavy exercise routine which puts strain on the bones as well, such as jumping, or if they're recovering from any sort of bone damage as well. So the next on our list was iron. Now we all know that iron is great for the bloodstream, great for the production of hemoglobin, myoglobin, or sometimes stored as ferritin within the spleen or liver. But when should we be offering nettles to our horses for their iron content? Well, in my consideration, it's usually when they've been through something such as an operation and they need that extra boost, that extra assistance. Now, I know that online there's quite a few papers or websites and things like that talking about iron overload in horses, and whilst yes, that's not a very good thing, the horse's metabolism is actually very well equipped to ensure that this rarely ever happens. So the way that I work through things is that I trust the horse to know what their body needs. They have a lot better connection with their bodies than we do. So if they decide that they need the nettles, then why not give it to them? So moving on to the vitamin content. The first one I mentioned was vitamin A, which is great to support the horse's vision, their reproductive functions if they are breeding, and also great for the immune system, as well as a powerful antioxidant. Then we add vitamin C, which is a powerful antioxidant, vitamin D, which is effectively a hormone which is necessary to be present within the body for the body to be able to absorb calcium and phosphorus from the diet. Vitamin E, which is another antioxidant which serves to maintain normal neuromuscular function. Vitamin K, which is associated with blood coagulation. Vitamin P, which is effectively flavonoids, which have a wide-ranging variety of health benefits, including helping with heart disease, regulating the blood sugars, and it's also a very good antioxidant again as well. And last but not least is the vitamin B complexes. Now, vitamin Bs are a group of water-soluble vitamins which each have their own distinctive uses and chemical properties.
Oh, that's some intense facts there. So, shall we take a break and have a look at some human history? The common name of nettles is thought to have come from the Anglo-Saxon word of nodl, which means needle. A very fitting name, don't you think?
Now, their high chlorophyll content is often the main appeal. Now, it is a blood detoxifier, which means that it assists the liver to clear the body of toxins, hormones, breaks down fat, and the storing of various vitamins and minerals for future use.
Which means it can be helpful if your horse has metabolic issues.
It's also helpful if your horse is going on to medication or has recently been vaccinated. So by giving them Nettles, it gives their body just that little bit more of a boost, adds that detoxification to their system so that they can clear their body of the unwanted elements sooner, which means that those unwanted elements aren't hanging around in the body, possibly causing the build-up in certain areas, which may then cause further issues down the line. The other element is the fact that Nettles have very powerful antioxidant in them, particularly your vitamins C and E. Now, when your horse has a wound that is healing, during the inflammation stage, free radicals in the environment can actually delay the healing of the wounds. So having those powerful antioxidants within the body helps to prevent the damage caused by those free radicals, which means the wound tends to heal faster. This, added to the fact that Nettles have a high nutritional content, means that it actually aids the body to heal from internally, as well as that protection from the healing wound. Nettles are also anti-inflammatories, and studies have shown that joint inflammation such as arthritis can be helped quite substantially with Nettles being added to the diet because of the conjunction of the calcium and the potassium found within.
Let's take another break for a human history fact. In Ireland, nettles grew where the elves lived and were thought to protect a person from their sorcery. If cows were fed wilted nettles, they could not be hexed to stop producing milk. And in Scotland, nettles were used for their coagulating properties to make wooden drinking vessels and tubs watertight.
Now, as I've mentioned, nettles are a great detoxifier, which means that it actually helps the immune system. If the toxins that are within the body have been cleansed, they can't cause an issue, which means that the immune system then can tackle other elements. So overall, great if your horse is feeling a little bit under the weather. Great for your horse if it's growing, developing, and also if it's on the older side. Great if their liver needs support, such as they've got metabolic issues or liver damage in some way or form. Great for them if they've got inflammation within the body or have had a wound of some kind. Also great if they've got any strain on the immune system, such as a bacterial or virus infection. So something great to think about adding to your tack room. Let's go through collecting and storing and how to offer these to your herd.
Let's have a break for another human history fact. The Romans used to use nettles to whip their legs to improve their blood circulation, and beating the bodies with nettles is thought to have been a popular remedy for rheumatism for many years. Oh hi! Are you enjoying this Nettles video? If so, give us a thumbs up and also let us know in the comments below. Make sure that you've subscribed and you click the bell icon so you get notifications for all future videos. Did you know that I've got an article in the Barefoot Horse magazine? Woo! This magazine is absolutely amazing, full of people with so much knowledge and enthusiasm for what they're doing some absolutely amazing things, so I hope that you check it out. I'm in issue 31 and my article is all about nettles. So check it out if you want to know a bit more about my journey with nettles and how I've used it to help my horses, my entire herd, for their health and welfare. Now, back to the nettles video.
So first things first, you might not even be able to collect, dry and store any nettles because your horse might beat you to it. For example, my youngsters absolutely love eating the nettles fresh, especially in late spring, early summertime. As you can see from these pictures here, the tops are missing and they absolutely love eating it. However, if your horse does leave you some nettles to collect, you may as well give it a go. It's very, very simple. Remember to have some gloves and some shears and to protect your arms and legs so that you don't get accidentally stung, because it's not nice. So it's very, very simple, just chopping them down and collecting them, and you've got two options then. You can either dry them in the sun or in a cool, dark place, or if you have a dehydrator, whack them in there. If you put them out in the sun, you've obviously got to keep an eye on them to make sure they don't get rained on, and you've got to remember that they're there. So if you've got a lovely summer's day, then by all means put them out in the sun and they'll dry within about a day or so. Indoors though, you obviously don't have to worry about them being rained on, but you do need to remember that they're there so you don't accidentally stand on them yourselves. I like to put them on my tack room floor. They take about a week to dry in my tack room, and I just use my gloves to turn them over once a day. And as I say, it takes about a week for them to be dry enough for me to be happy to store them in my glass jars. It comes to the dehydrator though, it just takes 2 rounds on the dehydrator, and my dehydrator, a single round is 10 hours, so about 20 hours worth of drying, so perhaps the same amount of time it would be if they were out in the sun. Once they're dried though, I do put them into glass jars and store them for my horses whenever they might need them.
Another break for a human history fact. According to Welsh folklore, it is said that if fresh nettles are put under the pillow of a sick person and they stay green, the person will live. However, if they turn yellow, the person will die.
Or you could always just chop it down in the field, and if the horses eat it, great. If they don't, it's just extra fertiliser for the field, and you might have just spread some nettle seeds for next year. There we go, that was all about nettles. Did you enjoy the video? If you did, let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know whether you'll now be offering these to your horses for their health and welfare. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click the bell icon so you get a notification for all future videos. Don't forget to find us on Facebook, join the Facebook group, and also check us out on Instagram. We're naturally_Willow for virtually daily updates on the herd. I'll see you again soon. Bye!